Hey guys, welcome in. Tap that screen. How about with the live goal? What? I'm live? Welcome in, guys. Special Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live. Hey, I just came up with that. I'm going to trademark that name, by the way. No one else use it. A special Saturday Night Live. Do me a favor. Tap the screen. Help out with the live goal. Share the live. Do all the good things. Welcome to our friends over on the Tube, also, and Twitch as well. I could do a little more cure, couldn't you? Sure you could. Okay, we've got the better camera back up. We're gonna see if we can get the phone working with guests tonight. So, fingers crossed. But in the meantime, tap the screen. How about with the live goal? Appreciate you guys doing those things. It's probably just because of the music, friend. Probably just because of the music. That's all. Recording my audio and capturing screenshots. It would WA7B whatever the fuck your name is. If you just go to YouTube, the entire live is recorded for you. You don't have to you don't have to do that shit yourself. It's already recorded for you. Don't. I mean, just real easy. God, people don't. Oh no, not the enforcement team. All right, let's see who this is. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
And this one is Florida.
Excuse me? Hello? Okay, then. Sure, that was fun. Okay, dude. Like, if you're gonna be down in the chat, you can't spam with all caps. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little timeout. Can't spam with all chat, all caps, buddy. Okay. All right, calm down a little bit, there, little guy. We'll just relax. Man, what's going on down there? Let's see. We got here. Spin to wheel. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, sir. I'm 18. I did not vote, but I would have.
Spin to wheel. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
I'm 18. I wasn't able to vote, but I
Hang
would
on
have.
1 second. Not getting audio there. One moment. I think I know why. There we go. Guest. Sorry, I invited you to turn your mic on. Could you speak again?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
That's strange. Is it a child? I can't hear them. Something strange is going on with my audio. Hold on 1 second. I know you guys can hear him. Just 1 second. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what's going on. Hang on. I have to relaunch an app. Okay. Let me see if this works. All right. Hi, user.
Yo, you can hear me?
Sort of. How old are you?
18.
Cool. What state are you in?
Texas.
Texas. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's fun. Why do you still
Mm-hmm.
support Donald Trump as of June 2026?
I don't support trans people.
You what?
I do not support trans people. Kamala does, so I'm out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Trump doesn't care about anything except for our country.
You're dumb.
Kamala. Oh, I'm dumb?
Yeah, you're dumb. Also, what year were you
You think
born?
I'm dumb?
Yeah, what year were you born?
February 21st, 2008.
February 21st, 2008. So you didn't vote for Donald Trump. You lied.
I never said I voted. I said I
Literally, the
would have
first question
voted.
I asked you was, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Ask your chat, dude. You're an idiot.
That was the first question I asked you.
Yeah, and I said I would have voted for Trump. I'm 18, you idiot. I was 16 during the during the election.
Oh, he said he didn't vote. Well, I couldn't hear that. So I couldn't hear you say that.
Congrats, and I'm the idiot.
Yeah, because I couldn't hear you say that. Also, you're an idiot because you don't like trans people, so you're just a bigoted little shit. And you're 18 years old, which means you don't know shit. And I'm not going to debate other people's existence because you're a little piece of shit.
Hey, take that.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Guys, give me 1 second. There's something going on with my sound, and I'm going to fix it. Check, 1. Why is it coming through? God, I hate doing these new setups. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Sure did. And fuck your fucking transgenders, bitch.
Oh, no. Did you say that? How old are you and what state
The
did you
real
vote
piece
in?
of shits are you fucking
How
pedophile.
old are you and what state did you vote in? Or are you not able to have
39,
an actual
Hawaii,
conversation?
you fucking dummy.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you can't have an actual conversation?
Fuck you
Also, they're
fucking
not
faggot.
called transgenders, and you can't slur, so you can just fuck right off. Man, they're in a mood tonight, huh? They must be really upset about the fact that Donald Trump is fucking everything up, and he's really, really terrible at his job, huh? God damn. You guys are embarrassed, huh? God damn, you guys are embarrassed. All right, let's see. Guys, I understand that the audio is a little weird. I'm working on it, okay? Thank you. Nick, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
42, Arizona.
42, Arizona?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why do you still support Donald Trump as of June 2026?
Well, I think first and foremost, I would say that the position that the current administration has on the border, living in a border state, I think that there's a lot of issues in the last administration. I think that Trump's taking it seriously. I think that he does care about the ethanol unalivements that have happened in this country through various MS-13 associated gangs, human trafficking, etc. I don't think the last administration really cared about that, and I think it's a position anyone living in a border state who's been affected by that should care about.
Cool. What has Donald Trump done differently?
Yeah, he's had a zero tolerance policy for people coming in through the southern border that are trying to claim
I didn't
asylum.
ask about what he says. I'm asking what has he actually done differently?
Well, yeah, he's used ICE to round up illegal immigrants.
No. You said at the border. ICE doesn't work at the border. I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about ICE.
I thought you were talking about immigration as a whole.
Oh, you were just talking about border and at the border states, and then you talked about ICE, which those two things don't make sense.
Yeah. Well, that's another position I have, but yeah, I can tell you.
No, I'm talking about specifically what has he changed
I can tell
at the
you.
border. Could you actually,
yes, he's using.
That point,
yes,
or do you not have it?
Yes, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah,
no,
he's
you
using
weren't because you started talking
I'm
about
telling
ICE.
you right
I asked
now.
You, what has he done at the border?
Yeah, he's using Palantir technology to track people coming over the border that no other president in history will be willing to do. They're using proprietary software. Yes, they are.
No, you're
yes,
wrong.
it has.
Been done.
You're lying.
You're wrong.
You're lying.
That's a lie.
You're lying, nigger. You're lying, nigger.
There it is. There's the slur because you couldn't actually have an actual debate because you were just lying about that. By the way, we do love the TikTok shop. The TikTok shop is one of our all-time favorite things. Do you love the TikTok shop? I love the TikTok shop. If you haven't already, please get your copy of People's History of the United States. I love a People's History of the United States. It's in my showcase. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
22. New Jersey.
Okay. Delightful. Why do you still support Donald Trump as of June 2026?
Well, You want to know why I still support him or why did I vote for him?
Why do you still support him?
Oh, because there ain't nobody else good to support.
Because why?
I haven't seen anybody else. I didn't see anybody else that was good to support for presidency. I didn't want Kamala to win.
So
I didn't want a woman
again,
to be
sir, I
president.
didn't ask you why you voted for him. I don't know why this question is so difficult. Why do you still support him now? It has nothing to do with
'Cause he's
voting or anyone else. What policies is he enacting that you support, sir?
Oh, I support the border policies,
Really? Like what?
like closing the border.
Okay, well, it's weird that you support closing the border because he didn't close the border. So I'm confused.
What do you mean? We have less immigration. We have net negative immigration.
We don't have net negative immigration, and he didn't close the border. You seem to be confused. Maybe you could.
Then what did he
I'll tell you
do?
what. Maybe you could help me out. I'll tell you what. Help me out. Maybe you could just, since I'm such an idiot, maybe you could explain to me what policies he's changed and what laws he's put in place to quote unquote close the border. Go.
I don't know the name of the policies. I know that we don't have any
Okay,
mass
cool. Well, the
migration.
reason that you don't know the policies is because he hasn't done any.
Okay, so how come we don't have mass migration like under
When did we
Biden?
start seeing encounters start to drop at the border, sir?
When Trump started, when Trump was
Incorrect, sir. We started seeing
encounters
encounters start to drop at the border in April of 2024. CBP themselves even put out press releases in 2024 showing that the numbers were dropping at the border. You just don't know what you're talking about.
How come we have so many encounters under Biden then?
Oh, there's a bunch of good reasons for that. Number one being that Title 42 was enacted. You probably don't even know what Title 42 is, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, there you go. See, you want to come up and you want to talk about these things. You want to talk that the border is closed, which
What's
it
Title
isn't.
42?
Excuse
What's
me,
Title 42?
if you would stop interrupting me, I will actually
I don't care
explain
about your
these things
title.
to you.
Tell me what Title 42
Sir,
is.
if you don't stop interrupting me, I'm just going to hang up on you. I would like to explain it
Of
to
course
you,
you
but
are.
you
You're
have
going to
to.
run.
No, sir. I'm trying to explain something to you, but you can't be an adult for long enough for me to explain things to you. So what you need to do
Then
is
explain.
try,
Don't run.
sir. If you would please stop talking, I will explain it to you. Try to be an
Okay,
adult and
explain it.
no. Stop interrupting me. If you interrupt me again, I'm going to hang up on you. Anyways,
Of course you are. You're going to run because you don't want to get hurt.
Sir, I'm going to give you one more chance, and then I'm going to hang up on you if you don't stop interrupting me. I will explain it to you. It's real simple. Anyways, as I was trying to explain before, you interrupted me 5 separate times.
Okay, man. All right.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Get a fucking life. All right, let's see if we can figure out this thing. Why I cannot hear TikTok. Yes, I do not understand why this is going on. Let's see. Why is that happening? My output should be. I understand that you guys can hear on TikTok. That's really good. Oh, hey, Erika. Friend, I see you in here. Do you have a moment to come on up? Guys, everyone, I am very aware that there are some audio issues going on. I am working on fixing them. If you would just give me a minute. I understand everyone is sending me messages and pointing it out. I understand that the audio is low, and I am having an issue hearing TikTok. Yes, I'm working with a new setup because I am not at home. If you just give me a couple of minutes, I promise I will fix it. I got it. I got it. I just need a couple of minutes. Thank you. Thank you all, though. I appreciate every single person who's telling me that my microphone is low. Thank you. Crystal, can you pop up here for a sec? Hey,
Reporting
Brad,
for
can you talk for a moment?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Okay. Can't hear you through my headphones, so I'm gonna. So whatever you're saying right now to everyone else, I can't hear.
Okay. Chat, can you hear me?
Chat can hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, it's Nemo.
1 second. The layout's being weird.
Come on back.
Oh, now you can hear me, Matt?
No, I can't. I turned you up on my secondary device.
Oh, shit. God, okay.
This is so weird because I did have everything working from an audio perspective yesterday, and now it's just completely shit the bed.
You should start calling it Donald Trump.
Hey-o.
Hey-o! Tip your waiters, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be here all weekend.
Try the veal. Try the veal.
Oh, when you get this figured out, I have a mystery waiting in your DMs for you.
I'm sure you do.
I always bring you prezzies. I know I'm not singing a song, chat. Absolutely not. I would never do that to Matt. I would definitely rickroll him, but I wouldn't sing to him. Why does the word demon shows on Pride Month? It doesn't, because Pride Month is 2 words, not 1. Hey, but you can't spell cunt without you, baby.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Well, that's fun.
Donut. Donut.
Man. Let me see.
You picked the wrong night to come in here and say that.
Why? What is going on?
It's because you're a dirty sinner, Matthew. That's why.
Oh, probably.
Repent, child. Repent. Stone away.
If you say so. So why is my hair so curly today? Holy cow.
It's all that sin trying to work its way out.
All right, Nemo is.
He knows that his mic is low, chat. He knows.
I know. Thank you.
I am a demon. Hi, Nemo.
All right, let's see. I'm going to try that.
Okay. Howdy.
Hi. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
All the condolences, my friend, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've aged a few years in the last week.
I would imagine so. You know, you miss. I got Nemo. You would be so proud of me. I got a grown man to call me daddy. He called in, and I got him to call me daddy. It was pretty great.
Nice.
It was pretty great, actually.
The best part was Erica's jaw hitting the floor. That was the best part. She said the whites are not okay, Matt.
It's true.
We're not. We're really not. I'm a non-practicing white, for the record.
This-
There was quite a bit of stuff that happened in political world this past week.
It's been busy.
Okay. Let's see. Can you guys talk again?
No, absolutely
Testing.
no.
Terrible. That's not. Why is this not working? Can't I hear you guys? So weird.
It's because you're not clicking that button the right way, Matthew.
Clearly, I'm not. Now, talk again.
Hello.
No, now I can hear you
Testing.
guys.
Okay. See, you just needed my encouragement. That's all you needed.
You know, it's true. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you.
Listen, I'm right about everything. Haven't you learned that lesson yet, Matthew?
It definitely is. You're absolutely right about everything. I'm sorry I ever doubted you for a moment.
You're such a good boy. Now look at the picture I sent you of what Donald Trump posted.
Hold
Because
on.
I need someone else to freaking explain to me who the fuck I'm looking at.
Okay, hold please.
Okay, I'm holding. I'm gonna grab a hold of the earth because I'm.
All right. Said. By the way, did you see the picture of that guy that was up on the live earlier that I sent you? That was funny. Great daughter, my honor, President DJ. Wait,
Who is that lady, Matt? Who is that? Emma, I sent it to Emma too. Emma did a reverse image search and came up with Dick.
who is that?
I don't know.
Hold on, I need to send this to. I'm going to send this to Nemo because I don't know who this is.
I cannot.
Okay, I've sent it, Nemo. I sent it to you because I don't know who the fuck that is.
He's just it's the words in the picture. It's an older picture. She's clearly not a young person. She looks to be middle-aged. Don't worry, guys. He'll put it up on screen. I'm sure he will.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
all right,
the chat's going to revolt.
All right, hold on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
See?
Okay, hold on. Here, I'm putting it up. Okay, hold please. Here you go.
Breathe, chat. Breathe. It's okay. Calm down.
Hey, and I'll zoom in on it. Hold on. Who is that? Why?
No freaking clue.
Why is that?
Did he have a stroke and then post this lady? Is this a stroke post?
I don't know.
The fuck?
It's not his daughter. That's not any of his daughters.
No. And the blanket is it's the seal of the state of Arkansas on the blanket. So like, what the fuck is happening?
Guys, he's totally fine. Don't. He's totally fine. Don't worry about
No,
it.
this is totally normal, you guys. Maybe does he think is this maybe meant to be a diary entry? Maybe that he posted.
Also, like, I
Oh,
don't know if I've just got like, I don't know, PTSD from AI or whatever, but I don't know. Is this AI? Like, look at her legs. Her legs look weird, and I don't know if it's just like the angle or something. But look at her legs.
Yeah, her legs do look. Well, it could be with the couch and the black and the red. I don't know. It could be, but I agree with you though. Either she's really she's really skinny. She's really skinny.
okay, but there's more disturbingness because if you go to his actual post and you go to the comments, there's only like because there's like just only a couple hundred comments. There's only like maybe 3 or 4 people going, "Who is this lady?" The rest are just really racist memes, and like nobody's questioning anything. Like this feels like Twin Peaks or something, man.
It does feel like Twin Peaks.
It's super racist in the comments, by the way. Like it's super gross. Like they see this picture and they just posted like racist Michelle Obama bullshit in there. It's vile.
I mean,
the phone looks weird too.
It does. Why does it look like a shower head?
Well, I mean, just like if you look at the cord, number one, the cord, I think this could be down to like lighting again, because it merges. It looks almost like it merges with the handle on the coffee cup. Also, but the phone itself, I mean, I don't know how government works, but that looks like a phone from the fucking 90s.
It does, yeah. It's giving her clothes and her makeup and her hair is giving 90s. And fuck you for the music, Matt.
What? This
no, fuck you. Fuck you, asshole.
Sorry, it's a great show. I'm sorry, it was a great show.
But like all of it's giving from the 90s, and like why some random lady from it's giving mid 90s, like what? That's not your daughter, Grandpa. Like, does he really think that's his daughter, though? Do you think?
I have no idea. It's really weird.
It's disturbing. Also, I'm still very mad at you for not showing the chat that traumatizing picture that I showed you last night that you didn't want to acknowledge. That was fucking hilarious and traumatizing.
Which one?
The reflecting pool.
Oh.
That one.
I've shown them other pictures of the reflecting pool. Don't worry.
Yeah, but that one, Matthew.
Sorry?
Have you shown the one from space?
No, I haven't seen the one from space. You'll have to send that one to me. I haven't seen that one.
Oh.
Let's see if I can find it.
Real quick, need to say thank you to our friend Wesley. Thank you to Wesley over on the tube for the $10 super chat. It says, "Hi Matt, reminder to chat. Get your Mad Matt shirts and mugs. Half the proceeds go to the Victory Fund in memory of Charlie Kirk. It's a great cause. Better troll. Hope the debates go well." Thank you, Wesley. We have Wesley to thank, by the way, for the idea for the Mad Matt shirts. Appreciate that. And Vilena for the $2 Australian. How can we call? Because I'm from Australia. Well, Vilena, you'll need some sort of international calling, so it's going to be +1, and then this number right here, because I'm in the United States. We're in the United States, so you'd need to call that way. So +1, and then the number that is pinned in the chat / above my head. That would be the way. That's the way to do that. So there you go.
To the person asking if that was Marla Maples in the picture, that is not Marla Maples.
That is not Marla Maples.
No, it is not. But listen, I'm going to get out of your hair. Nemo is here. I'm going to sit back and let you guys do your thing. Don't worry, chat. I will traumatize you in the Discord, whether you like it or not. Kayla, you bye.
Bye, friend. Thank you. Thanks for coming up. Good times. Fair warning, Nemo. I don't know. So I'm in Maine, and I obviously couldn't bring my Mac. I couldn't bring my Mac Studio with me, so I'm on my other computer. I have everything set up, and I tried to recreate all of my settings. The only thing that I haven't really tested out is a caller and a TikTok guest yet. So I guess we're gonna have to give it. Oh well, speak of the devil. So I guess we're gonna see if this works or not, and we'll go from there. And they didn't connect. Okay, never mind. But I mean, I'm sure we will be able to get it working. I haven't had a chance to fully test it out. So, that's all right. But that's all. Don't worry. We'll get it. We'll make sure it's all the way. I figured I would take this. I figured I would take the opportunity this weekend, since this was the first time that I was here, to make this happen. So. Nolan, sure, if you want to call in and see if it works, why not? Let's give it a shot. Thank you to Jacob for the $1 on the Blue app. It says, Brondo, it's got what the reflecting pool craves. That's funny.
So the one from space, it looks like the one from space is actually from earlier this year, where it was green. So I'll send another one of what it looks like. So that is current, and then this one is also current.
My God.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's real bad, you guys. This is so fucking embarrassing. Like, it's so fucking embarrassing. Honest to God.
Yeah, right. And the really embarrassing part of it is not that it was green. It's that
Here, I think this is a friendly. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Oh, hi Nolan. How are you? So hold on one second. So Nemo, you can hear Nolan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Nolan, could you just hear Nemo then? Oh. No
A B C D 1 2 3 4 5 6.
No echo, nothing weird going on. No echo.
You're hearing me through the phone, not the stream part. Oh, sweet.
Okay. All right. Cool. Hey, friends over on the tube, you guys are hearing Nemo just fine, right? I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. I'm just double checking. You guys are hearing Nemo just fine, right? You can hear. Oh, you guys can't hear the caller? That's I know why. Hold on 1 second. I know why. I got it.
Okay.
How about now?
Hello?
Yeah, just talk for a second, Nolan.
Hello?
Just talk. Say something for like a second. Like say like, hi, my name's Nolan.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
Yep,
10 11 12.
Good, you're good. They can hear you now. It was my fault. That one was on me. I unclicked something. Well, thank you, friend. All right, that was great. Cool. I was all worried about that, and then it looks like everything is copacetic. So it looks like we've got our setup all set. Guys, W's for Nolan. Thank you for the help, friend. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Hey, happy Father's Day again, and thank you for all what you do.
Oh, thanks, bud. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. I hope you have a good one. Okay.
Yep. Have a good one, man.
Take care. Bye. Thank you for the Father's Day wishes. That's very kind, bud. Holy cow. Look at that. It looks like you can't even tell where the reflecting pool is. It looks like it's like lawn.
Yeah. Like the really embarrassing part is not so much that the pool is green, because like yeah, algae grows in pools. It's that we haven't figured this shit out. It's a pool. It's not like this is fucking rocket
Oh
science.
my god,
And
dude.
spending $14 million on fixing it and failing to fix it. And then demanding, like MAGA has been pretending, like, oh yeah, it's blue. It's blue, it's not green. It's like the fucking dress, but for dumbasses.
I swear to God, you guys, look at it. I mean, you literally cannot tell that that's not grass. It looks like it's just another strip of grass. Goddamn, this is so embarrassing.
Like, at least with the dress from years ago, like blue and white or black and blue, at least I like it required a visual aid, but I finally understood why some people were saying white and gold. But this is just, dude, just admit it. Like, stop this. It's fucking embarrassing.
I can't even. I don't know. God damn. And they're just God, like the defending it. I can't. I fucking can't. So dumb. The whole fucking thing, you guys. Give it a rest. So. Oh, Crystal, I know. I can't with it. It's disgusting. I'm not going to show them the video of their hairpiece. It's just disgusting.
Oh yeah, the dude, he looks like, I don't know, a neckbeard doing a terrible job at doing cosplay 5 minutes before Comic-Con, and they're trying to cosplay the villain or the Penguin.
Oh no! I'm talking. I'm talking about Donald Trump and his. So all right. So I don't have to show you. So this. See, now I'm gonna have to show you this. So let me see if I might be able to do. Hold on, please. Here, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can make this work. No, I can't do it. Still can't do it here. All right, so I'll give it to you. I'm going to give you. It's honestly, it's really hard to see here. I don't think this is going to do it justice, but I'll do my best. I might need to get like a screen cap of it. That's probably about the best that you guys can see it. Look at the top of his head. This right here. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is that? It's like his toupee flipped up, or it's like a hard piece. It's like a solid white piece. It's so I don't even know. Guys, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Don't ask me. The whole thing is a fucking disaster. But it looks like
Shout out to people in the Discord chat, because see, I was saying that the pool guy looks like a penguin cosplay. Vivi and Azron fucking nailed who it is. It is not the penguin cosplay. The pool guy. Hold on, I'll send a picture.
The other guy. Because now I know who you're talking about. The guy who did the contractor, right?
Correct. Yeah. So this is the contractor dude. And
By the way, for those of you who haven't seen this guy, jump scare warning. Like I'm telling you right fucking now, prepare yourselves, okay? You were warned. I cannot laugh when I see this
so,
guy.
yeah, like that's literally him, right? Now, this is who he looks like.
Get the fuck out of here.
He looks like Paul Bearer from the WWE.
Honestly, Nemo, the picture of him with the cigar is
Oh,
even
that one's
more.
insane.
It's even more like this. Crystal says he looks like Fat Gargamel, from like the Smurfs. I agree. If Gargamel didn't wear that black robe and he wore a fucking suit, 100%.
What is the dude's name? I need to find his name so I can get the cigar picture because that one is fucking hilarious.
I don't know what his name is, but goddamn. Oh, you're fine, friend. You're all good. Okay. Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, hop in the box over here on TikTok or give us a ring. That number is right posted above my head. It's also pinned in the chat. Nemo is back with us, so if you've been dying to argue with him, do it now. Now is the time. We've got it seems like we've got our audio set up, so it'd be a great time for you to call in and have a conversation with us. So,
all right, I found it. Here we go.
Fantastic. Did you hear that they're sending out the by the way, the national, oh my god, dude, I fucking can't with this guy.
His name is John Carafo.
Also, can I just point out, what the fuck is going on with the 2 parts in the hair? Who has 2 parts in their hair?
The TikTok stuff is covering up the thing. I can't.
Wait, 2 parts. He has like a
I think that might be the light. Do you see there's a light right above his head?
If that's a light, I guess maybe that's not part, but it's something like, it's like the weird, I guess maybe it's just like a weird stripe, but still, goddamn, still fucking weird. Still fucking weird. Also, why was that fairly attractive woman taking a photo with him? God damn it. I
Something tells me that was not voluntary.
Yeah, probably not. Thank you, Jacob.
Although,
again. Oh wait.
Oh no, go ahead.
Just real quick, he said, "You didn't title last night's YouTube episode 'The Kinks.' I will be calling the police." Fair enough. I was saying we were working out kinks last night. Said I needed to call it that episode 'The Kinks.' So, anyways, sorry.
Bunch of fucking heathens, every one of you.
I swear to God.
Dudes, the Carafo's part game right here in that picture, though, it does remind me of somebody and their part game.
Stop it. Oh, I was like trying to scroll down. I'm like, why can't I scroll down? It's because you smartly didn't send the.
Yeah, no, I just I strategically cut it.
Thank you. Yeah,
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Everyone knows who that is. Speaking of, our friend Andrew Wilson made some rounds last night and apparently talked to Joey, but I did not get a chance to find out how that went, or I haven't seen anything about it. But apparently Andrew talked to Joey.
Wait,
Andrew
which
Wilson.
Andrew?
Andrew.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yes, exactly. That was Alfalfa. That's who that was from the Little
Yeah.
Rascals. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's totally Alfalfa. Yeah.
Wow. See, this is the shit that's getting wild right now. Noticing a piece of the new American flag blue liner that was partly detached from the reflecting pool, David Hearn said he reached in to see what it felt like. Moments later, U.S. Park police officers arrested him on a misdemeanor charge of destruction of government property.
I mean, really?
Because they were mad. They were mad that people were like taking pictures of it and like holding up pieces of the paint. So this is what they're fucking doing now.
The cope. Just the cope in this, man.
I fucking can't, dude. Also, so let's see. Trying to think if there's anything you missed that maybe I need to. You saw what Vance said about Israel?
I've seen paraphrase things. Basically, he said Israel needs to stop or something like that.
Here, I'll play it for you. And then I'm going to show you what Ben Gvir said about Lebanon.
Oh, I'm sure that's going to be totally, coexist tolerance.
Oh, it's fine. It's lovely.
Anybody in
Okay. So this was 2 days ago, I want to say. So it was basically when the MOU was signed.
Israel who thinks their biggest problem is the president of the United States needs to wake up and smell the reality of the situation that country is in. You have seen people within Bibi's cabinet who have come out and attacked the deal and in some ways very personally attacked the president of the United States. And I guess my message to them would be twofold. Number one, Donald J. Trump is the only head of state in the entire world who is sympathetic to the nation of Israel at this moment in time. And he happens to be the head of state of the world superpower. If I was in the cabinet of the Israeli government, I might not be attacking the only powerful ally that I have anywhere left in the entire world. The other thing that I would say is that over the last 3 months, 2/3 of the defensive weapons that have protected your homeland have been built by American hands and paid for by American tax dollars.
2/3.
The problem for Israel is not Donald J. Trump. And anybody in Israel who thinks their biggest problem is the president of the United States needs to wake up and smell the reality of the situation that country is in.
Well,
I like so many things about that statement, not the least of which being that he openly admits, he's like, oh yeah, 2/3 of those weapons, that's us. It's like,
I mean, like, yeah, like that. Yeah, like it literally sounds like we're kind of co-signing this shit. I mean, like, I feel like this is probably the next strategy that MAGA is going to implement. So, ironically, it has shades of the Great Betrayal or the backstab theory from a certain period of time in the 20th century. Now, they are going to pivot to, well, it was actually Bibi's fault, and you can't really blame Trump. Trump. I mean, it wasn't his fault, and I used to like Trump, but then he was all cozy with Bibi, like blah blah blah. They're going to try and shift it to Bibi. They're going to use him as a scapegoat. Now, to be clear, fuck Bibi, definitely at fault here, 100 billion%. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So go ahead and throw the ire that way, but don't for a solitary single second think that somehow absolves Donald Trump of a goddamn thing. You were warned. You were warned ahead of time. We told you so over and over and over and over. None of you fucks listened. Also, he did this in his first term. This is again MAGA doing revisionist history or rose-tinted glasses and memory holing the fact that Donald Trump popped Soleimani, like one of the big generals from Iran, popped him whenever Soleimani came to Iraq for negotiations. What were those negotiations, by the way? Oh, that's right. It was Donald Trump and the Trump administration at the time saying, hey, let's meet up to do negotiations on your nukes and stuff. That was the pretext for Soleimani to show up to Iraq. And what did we do when he came to Iraq? Oh, that's right. Blew up his plane.
Right out of the sky.
And then what did Iran do in response to that? In response to them getting one of their generals getting popped? They fired off a bunch of rockets at a base that we have in Iraq. And 100 of our soldiers got TBIs from it. What is a TBI? Traumatic brain injury. That can vary depending on, like, it can go from concussion all the way up to horrible things, right? They would be eligible for Purple Hearts as a result of the attack. I can tell you, there are plenty of veterans on this platform that have suffered TBIs from their time over there. It's not like a thing it's not a headache, right? It's not like it's not like a scrape that heals up, right? Now, Donald Trump, to be clear, he characterized their injuries as headaches. That's literally how he described it. If you think, if any of you, if there is a MAGA troglodyte listening, and you think that I am lying, type in Donald Trump, Soleimani, headaches.
That must have been a mistake. Real quick, thank you to Joel for the $5 super chat. He said, did you see where they tried to paint over 8647 on the lawn and made it more visible? No, Joel, I didn't see that. Frost King says, the reflecting pool is totally red. Oh, that's funny. And then Wesley says, the $5 super chat, JD already went against the Pope for Trump. Why are we surprised when he does the same to Israel, just saying JD would do anything for Trump? I mean, to a degree. I think so. I would agree with that. But some of you saw this, and some of you haven't. So this is Ben Gvir. That not in that video. Sorry, it freezed on there. So he posted it on X in Hebrew. Okay, show you. This is the actual post. And I don't know if you guys saw, but it actually showed that there was a warning that the post violated their terms of service or whatever. This is what it says in English. Ben Gvir is he's like the Secretary of Defense. Wouldn't you say, Nemo, that would be like a fair way to characterize Ben Gvir, right? Basically, he's their security council head, or I forget what his exact title is. But
he's the equivalent of Pete Hegseth.
Yeah, exactly. So their equivalent of Pete Hegseth, and he said this, and I'm not paraphrasing. With all due respect to the Americans, Israel must make it clear to the entire world that the blood of our sons and the security of our citizens are not forfeit. All of Lebanon must burn. Our supreme duty is to protect the citizens of Israel and the soldiers of the IDF, and this commitment takes precedence over every other consideration. He also said, oh wait, that doesn't have the whole. Hold on, that doesn't have the whole thing. The rest of what he said. Hold on. This is missing. It's missing part of. It's missing part of it. Hold on 1 second. It's missing part of the. Missing part of what it says. Where's the full text? Why is this not? Let me see if it's here. So weird. That I feel like that article had it. Okay. He said, because I want to read it. Here, hang on 1 second. I'll pull it up. I don't know why I had it before. Sorry, guys. 1 moment. Maybe because it's getting flagged. There we go. This is what he said. This is the full text of the tweet. My apologies. Okay, so, titled, All of Lebanon Must Burn. For every tear of an Israeli mother, 1,000 Lebanese mothers must weep. With all due respect to the Americans, Israel must make it clear to the entire world that the blood of our sons and the security of our citizens are not forfeit. All of Lebanon must burn. Our supreme duty is to protect the citizens of Israel and the soldiers of the IDF, and this commitment takes precedent over every other consideration. That's it. That's what he said. This is him. That's Ben Gvir. He said, verbatim, for every tear of an Israeli mother, 1,000 Lebanese mothers must weep. All of Lebanon must burn. They're just not even going with the pretense anymore that they're trying to go after Hezbollah. It's insane. So.
Yeah. But I mean, apparently they're the persecuted nation in that region. Apparently,
very, very much so.
So let's just keep giving them money and weapons. Like that's a great idea, right?
Well, JD did tell Israel that without us, they wouldn't exist. And then Mike Huckabee, our friend, Mike Huckabee, the ambassador to Israel, you guys, He turned around later that same day and said this back to them. Just FYI.
But it is also my job to represent the importance of Israel to the United States. This is just another reminder that it is your heritage, without a doubt. But, Minister, it is also the heritage of the United States. Without Israel, without the Jewish Foundation, there would not be an America. We owe our very existence to what happened in this land.
Dude, what in the fuck?
What in the fuck?
Does this dipshit not know history? Israel's has existed since 1948 or 47, depending on how the fuck you want to count.
Nemo, to be fair.
1776 was a little bit before that.
To be fair, he may be subscribing more to the Joseph Smith theory of things.
Right? Oh my god, dude, that's just... Oh god, stop being such a cuck. Oh. Right?
For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the Mormons have a belief that the Israelites sailed to America. Just FYI.
Huckabee was called a diplomat. Dum 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 dum. He went to Israel to do diplomacy. Dum 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 dum.
Just a friendly reminder, guys. This is the type of content you really can't get this anywhere else. Just a friendly reminder. Guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, if you still support Donald Trump, I'd like to have a conversation with you. You can give us a ring over on the main phone line. You can hop on up over here on TikTok. Now that we've got all of our technical issues fixed, we got close to 700, just about 700 people over here on TikTok. Over on the tube, we've got a decent number of people too. We got I don't know, like 100 people over there. No Trump supporters that want to talk to us. Joel, thank you for the $2 super chat. Who says Israel is a terrorist state. At the moment, it's hard to argue with that, but I really have to remind you guys that this is the government of Israel and the state and the things that they are doing, and it is in no way reflective of Jewish people and the Jewish religion as a whole. It's the same thing when people try to pin Islamic extremism. There are extremists in every group, and we need to look past the extremists and realize that the Jewish people on the whole are a bunch of really wonderful people, quite frankly. And I will speak from anecdotal experience. And this is just a stain on Israel and their government. It's not on the Jewish people. So, just as a friendly reminder, I just do feel like we need to point that out as much as possible, because we are not going to tolerate, as much as we dislike what Israel is doing, we are not going to tolerate anti-Semitism. Okay, we're not gonna do that. So, just a friendly reminder, guys. Do us a favor. If you want to offer additional support to Nemo and myself, and especially Nemo since he's been out for the past week, do us a favor. Go links in bios. You can find those over here on TikTok, or if you're over on the tube, you'll find links right down there in the description. It's very much appreciated. Nemo's been out for a week. Help him out. My ring light just died, so I've got to buy a new one. So, there's that. Things... We appreciate your support, but honestly, even if you can't, we totally understand. We're just glad that you guys are here on a random Saturday night. That there's almost 800 of you just hanging out. That's great. We love that because this is even a night that either of us are normally on doing a live like this. So thank you for being here. Make sure you're following both of us. You're subscribed over on the tube. Nemo's is right down here. We're trying to get Nemo up to 1,000 subscribers. That would be good. Oh, by the way, Nemo, did you get a package for me this week?
Possibly. I don't think so.
All right. Well, hopefully.
It might be in the. Can it fit in a mailbox? Because it might be in there.
Yeah, it's not that big.
Okay, it might be in the mailbox. I'll have to check.
It came via regular mail, so check when tomorrow or whenever. Let me know.
Will do.
Yeah.
Minor correction on the Ben-Gvir thing. So he's not our version, or he's not like Hegseth. He is closer to Mark Wayne Mullen.
Oh,
as far as like the position in government.
That's good to know. My apologies, guys. Yeah, their cabinet position, their cabinet level positions are a little confusing to me. I'm just trying to relate it back to what we do. So thank you.
I did get a few. Hold on.
Good.
So this is from earlier. Carolyn, thank you for the cash app. You said sorry about the loss of your dad. Tiffany, thank you for the cash app. You said welcome back. Patty, thank you for the memo. You said you've been missed. Much love to you. Jacob, you said the wise man builds a solid foundation, prioritizing long-term stability and action, while the foolish man builds on sand, valuing only immediate ease. I don't know who said that, but that's solid. That's a solid quote. Daniel, thank you. You said, okay. Thank you for that first part. Thought of a comparison that might make you chuckle. Liam, to me, is the MAGA equivalent of a chihuahua. Yeah, I can see that. I have a Pomchi, and yeah, she definitely barks at everything. Definitely thinks that she is way more intimidating than she actually is. Redacted, thank you for the memo. You said this is when we were showing the pallbearer thing, and then the clipped photo that I sent right after. Redacted said, "Mein Cowlick." Tony, thank you for the memo. Appreciate that very much. And Joel, thank you for the cash app. He said, condolences, man. Thoughts on Ossoff and KLB? Lance Bottoms. So Ossoff, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got it. I mean, the only person that I was worried about when it came to John Ossoff, as far as like a challenge in the Senate, was the current governor. So the current governor of Georgia, he's well liked amongst Republicans. Like, I mean, I don't like him, but he's seen as not fully MAGA subservient, and he's got like some goodwill amongst independents. So I was worried that if he ran for Senate this time around to try and unseat Ossoff, he could feasibly win. Thankfully, he's not. He never ran. So I'm pretty sure Ossoff's got it. Thankfully. And again, I've been saying this for a while now. I know that Ossoff has said he has no interest in running for president. I think that is a lie. I think Ossoff is... This Senate race is a step. If he wins, he's got another 6 years. And if you've ever noticed, the people that run for president, they typically are one of two positions. They are either a senator or a governor. There are reasons for that. It's, they have a job that they can fall back to in the event that they lose that race. That's why you don't see people who are representatives, like in the House. You typically don't see them like actually run for president and stay in the competition the entire time. Sometimes they'll run in the primary, but then they drop out.
Yep.
If they stayed in the competition, the race the whole time, it seems to depend on the state, but they would basically have to give up their seat. And if they lose, then they're fucked. Right? Now, there are a couple edge cases. So, Paul Ryan. When Paul Ryan ran in 2012, Paul Ryan, he was in the House of Representatives. And he was the running mate for Romney. Now, Romney lost. How is it that Paul Ryan was able to stay in the House? It was a quirk of the state law that he was able to be on the ballot in two different races. So, yeah. So anyway, sorry, that was a random tangent. Ossoff, I think he's good for higher office. I mean, he's fucking great in the Senate. I think that, again, if y'all don't know that much about John Ossoff, just go watch him talk. He's been on the campaign trail recently. Go listen to him talk. He's got that presidential voice. Like it's not an Obama impression. But it sounds kind of like in the same league as, like, I don't know, the way that his voice sounds, not like speaking ability necessarily. But yeah, so I'm a big fan of Ossoff. Also, I call him Senator Dimples. The man is handsome as fuck. And he's the first millennial in the Senate and first Jewish man to be elected senator from Georgia. Our other senator from Georgia also made history, same time. That would have been Raphael Warnock. So Raphael Warnock, who is still a reverend, who still preaches at Martin Luther King's church in Georgia. Raphael Warnock was the first black man to be elected senator in the state of Georgia. So they both made history at the same time. It was fucking great. But yeah, I think that Ossoff, he's got higher office written all. I mean, at the bare minimum, VP, because he's just perfection for that. As far as Keisha Lance Bottoms goes, fucking hope so, man. I fucking hope so. I mean, I'm all for it. I love Keisha Lance Bottoms. Like, I really, the only reason that I was not so sure when during the primary was because, like, yeah, there's a longer conversation about where she falls politically or whatever. But I mean, as far as like running for governor as a Dem, yeah, like, fuck yeah, she was the mayor of Atlanta, for anyone that doesn't know. Yeah, fuck yeah, like, yes, would much rather have a Democrat and a black woman be the governor of this state than the same old white guy routine we've been doing with Republicans. It's getting old, no pun intended. So, yeah.
Nemo, you may have missed this. Oh, thank you, Whitney. Thank you, friend. You may have missed this. That's fun. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. You might have missed this. This is from the defense ministry in Ukraine, and this image that the video that you're about to see is in Moscow. Ready? This is fun. All right, we don't need the music. Yeah, you like that? That's an oil refinery.
Oh, that is awesome.
I'm going to tell you that they have been hitting Moscow hard with drone strikes.
Yep. So I had heard about the oil thing. I hadn't seen the video, but I'd heard about the oil thing. If you don't know, this makes it 1,000 times better. That explosion that you saw. Now you might think, oh yeah, that was a drone. That was like a Ukrainian drone that did the strike on the oil thing. Like that's what that was, right? Surely that's what it was. No, that's what happened when there was a Ukrainian drone flying in the area and a Russian interceptor missile pops off to try and hit the Ukrainian drone, misses, and goes into the oil refinery.
Funny you mentioned that. Our friend Crystal actually sent me another video that says new footage confirms that an errant surface-to-air missile was responsible for the tank roof toss at the Moscow oil refinery this morning. There it is. That was the. Did you guys see the white streak? Watch it again. See that? That's the surface-to-air missile. That white streak that goes across the bottom of the video. Watch it one more time.
God, it's beautiful.
Look at that. That's a good freeze frame. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. Look at that. Look at that.
It's beautiful.
God damn, you guys. That sucks.
It's really changed my my view of the Russians, like just their military. I mean, this war has just dramatically shifted it. If you'd asked me before the war, so if you'd asked me in 2021 where I would put Russia's military, like rank it, I would say probably second. I'd say U.S. obviously first, and then probably Russia, and then at bare minimum China.
Yeah,
would be number 3.
Yeah,
I'd say that Russia probably was close to China as far as parity. Now, oh God, it's embarrassing. It's genuinely embarrassing.
Speaking of. Thank you to our friend Anna on the Blue app. It says, Matt, I'm first generation Ukrainian in the USA. Thank you for supporting Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes of Ukraine. Yes, Slava Ukraine. Nemo and I are both huge fans and big supporters, and we're very much on your side, friend. Very much on your side. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Guys, friendly reminder, we do want to talk to Trump supporters. We've got 720 people over here on the TikToks. We've got 120 people over on the Tube, and we have no Trump supporters requesting up or calling in. None. Either way. So, wow. No, Neely, there isn't. At least there's not one that's showing up on my screen or that I got a notification of, so I don't know. I'm showing that you can share, but you can't repost. I don't know. It's I think it's a glitchy thing, but there's no restriction. I don't know why.
So Crystal shared that in the chat in the Discord. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, book Sauron was kind of incompetent. Movie Sauron, at least he was like a little bit competent.
Yeah.
Book Sauron,
Huh.
But yeah, it's a solid side by side. Yeah.
Big fan.
Also, I got more that came through. Michelle, thank you for the Venmo. Said you were missed. So sorry about your dad. Thank you. Neely, thank you for the 666. Hail Satan. Said really sorry about your dad, Nemo. I hope tomorrow isn't too hard. Sending lots of love. Thank you. Yep. Thank you for that. Squirrel, thank you for the Venmo. Said glad to see you back. Appreciate that. Redacted, thank you for the Venmo. He said, just a quick correction. Liam, standing at 5'4", 138 pounds, is a literal chihuahua. Now, Liam has told me that he is 6'1". And he said, I will prove it via whatever means. I didn't get him to do so. But yeah, he's definitely, spiritually, he is a chihuahua, yes. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Luis, thank you for the cash app. Said, hang in there, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you. Greg, thank you for the memo. Said, glad you're back. Sorry about your dad. Thank you. And finally, Anna, thank you for the Venmo. He said, this first generation Ukrainian USA, thank you for your support. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes of Ukraine. Yes. Slava Ukraine.
And I need to say thank you real quick on the tube. Thank you to Joel for the $5 super chat. Iran and Ukraine both show it's not about having a big military, but strategy and innovation and having leverage. They both owned the big boys. By the way, Donald Trump called the Memorandum of Understanding with Iran an unconditional surrender from them.
Who? I'm sorry, I heard the... Who said that?
Donald Trump.
Oh, man. An unconditional surrender, terms and conditions apply. Like, really? Really? It's in the word.
I'm pretty sure that there are 14. There are 14 points where there are conditions, in fact.
Unconditional surrender is a surrender without negotiation. That's just, oh, hi, yes, signed treaty, fuck it. Okay, please stop. Please stop. That's an unconditional surrender. If you negotiate, if you are continuing negotiations, because, again, I mentioned this on another live earlier, a memorandum of understanding. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's okay, because that's a weird sounding thing. I'm going to call it a MOU, abbreviate it, because saying that over and over is fucking, oh god. So an MOU is literally just saying, okay, cool. We're agreeing to negotiate. We're pause, ceasefire. We're going to negotiate. Okay. It is basically the same thing as like a continuing resolution in Congress, right? That's essentially what it is. It's a, hey, we're kicking the can down the road. We're talking. That's what it is. We know that the negotiations so far, again, whoever is negotiating for Iran, we need to send rich people to that place, find that person, and give them a blank check and say, you are now a negotiator for America. Because that person has negotiated some god tier level concessions from America. But to be clear, America was in a much better position with the JCPOA. I know that MAGA likes to frame the JCPOA as, oh my god, we just gave Iran a bunch of money. They didn't have to give us anything, and they fucked us over. That was just us capitulating. Bruh. Okay? Was JCPOA perfect? No. Was it fucking awesome? I mean, it was a solid piece of diplomatic it was a solid diplomatic accomplishment in its own right. This deal that's being negotiated right now, just to really just, I need to get to consolidate to a list, but really just to juxtapose it, the JCPOA, MAGA, to this day, bitches about how Obama gave Iran a bunch of money, pallets of cash, right?
Pallets.
The pallets of cash, that was about $1.7-ish billion. There were pallets of cash, right? There was a reason for that. It's because Iran couldn't get a bank transfer from us. So we literally had to do currency instead. But it was about 1.7 billion. All right. In addition, sanctions were going to be lifted. Now, the condition was, hey, we will lift these sanctions if you play along when it comes to nuclear enrichment and letting us in, letting us whatever. Okay, solid deal. Solid deal. If you want, depending on how you want to calculate the JCPOA, Iran would have gotten back about 50 billion, roughly, in total.
Yep.
That is assets, that is sanctions being lifted, that is, I think, payment for certain things that we got from them and never paid them. All in all, depending on how you want to count, it's about 50 billion. Now, MAGA has said for years and years, Donald Trump as well has said for years and years, oh my God, they just gave all this money back to the Ayatollah, and then he gave it to all these fucking T groups, and they did terrorism all over the Middle East. Oh my God, death to America. Like, that's what they said. All right. Well, right now, this deal, so it's 50 billion with the JCPOA. This deal, just on the reconstruction, there's a reconstruction fund because we leveled a lot of Iran. The reconstruction fund, 300 billion, 6 times the JCPOA. That's just one part. That's not all the money. That's just one part.
But Nemo, this is the funny thing about that. It's fair to point out that we may not necessarily be on the hook to pay all of the 300 billion, but here's the problem with this. Because people have been rightly saying, they're like, well, the money can come from other places, from other allies or other Gulf states or different things like that, or other NATO nations. I was like, sure. Because the UK and Germany and France are all going to be like, oh yeah, let's just pitch in billions of dollars to help reconstruct Iran on this war that cost all of us a shitload economically that we didn't want to do. No. That $300 billion is going to get paid one way or the other, and technically it could get paid by multiple groups of people, but the majority of that fucking money is going to get paid by us. To be fucking clear. Yes, a couple of the other Gulf states might pitch in some money, but that, I bet you, that we will pay 80-85% of that without a doubt.
Definitely. And notably, the other country that was participating in said destruction of Iran, they will not be paying a solitary dime, right? So, like, this reconstruction fund, oh yeah, no, but NATO might chip in. Yeah, Israel sure as fuck won't. We know that, even though they were the ones doing the blowing up and with us, right?
Shocker.
And also, I mean, this is coming from the same admin that said that, oh, the ballroom is not going to be funded via taxpayer dollars. We're getting private donations. They said that originally, and go see the latest on the ballroom.
It's so stupid. real quick, thank you to Greg. Greg, thank you for the generosity in the blue. That was really kind. It says, thanks for being here on a Saturday night. Well, I wanted to get some stuff, at least some of the kinks worked out, and then you know, I was like, well, Nemo, if you're around, let's go for it. Thank you to Michelle on the Blue app. Also says, thanks for all you do. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Nemo, I knew that the 14 points were not written by the United States the minute I read the first paragraph. The first paragraph of the MOU just told me everything I needed to know about this. And it was just like, what am I reading? And I like it. I'm glad, but that was all I needed to know. And you know what I'm talking about, right? Because
I don't think so.
The first paragraph is the one it talks about the it's so in the memorandum of understanding, it talks about how they're going to end hostilities, and they mention Lebanon 3 times. And they talk about how that they're going to stop. So this is the text of paragraph 1. The Islamic Republic of Iran and the United States of America and their allies in the current war, by signing this MOU, declare the immediate permanent termination of military operations on all fronts, including in Lebanon, and undertake from now on not to initiate any war or military operation against each other, and to refrain from the threat or use of force against each other, and ensuring the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Lebanon. The final deal will confirm the permanent termination of the war on all fronts, including Lebanon, and other provisions of this paragraph.
Damn.
3 times they mention Lebanon, and they say ensuring the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Lebanon. I was like, that is literally a paragraph written by Iran.
Absolutely.
And what's Israel doing right now? What are they doing, guys? They are still bombing, even though the United States doesn't want them to, even though the United States has told them to stop. And it just goes to show that we're not in charge anymore. They're doing whatever the fuck they want. Dragonflies, the MAGA do not want to talk about any of this because this is embarrassing as fuck. They're all embarrassed. They know that this is an unmitigated disaster. They know that while it's not an unconditional surrender on our end, it's an ass whooping. That's what this is. This is an ass whooping. Yeah, Iran said they closed the strait again, and guess what they did today? They closed the strait again. Look, just the fact that there are some people that would still defend him is absolutely fucking bonkers. They don't want to call up. The phone's on. It's on right now. Look, I'll even show you guys. Look, ready? See? It's on. Phone line's on. Obviously, people can make requests over here on TikTok. But they're scared. They don't want to talk to us. Here's one more clip that you're right, Chris. This is a good idea. We should catch up on this one, especially for Nemo in case he missed it. Here's some audio of JD Vance on Fox and Friends. Oh, no, not Fox and Friends. Yeah, Fox and Friends. Yeah, it's the morning show. Talking about how he doesn't really understand diplomacy.
Do you have any immediate plans to join Jared and Steve?
Yeah, I expect that I will leave sometime the next couple of days, but, you know, it's always a delicate coordination dance and the diplomatic protocols. I got to be honest with you, I don't really understand these things. I've never been particularly into diplomatic protocols. My attitude is let's get on the ground and actually fix these problems, but they want to do a delicate dance. The Qataris and the Pakistanis want to make sure that we do this in the right way. So I'm trying to be respectful. Given my position of the last year and a half, I have to care about diplomatic protocols all of a sudden.
Does he not understand how all of this works? So we've got Jared, Steve Witkoff, and J.D. Vance. I'm pretty sure that when this is over, Nemo, I'm pretty sure that they might own, like, Delaware or something. I don't know. Iran might own Delaware.
Legit. This is fucking wild, man. Now, one thing that was also mentioned. So we got the $300 billion reconstruction thing. I think that Iran has referred to it as reparations, which, oh God, there's so much. There's just so much there. Right? Oh man. But yeah, so $300 billion for that. Now, apparently that won't be taxpayer dollars. I call bullshit on that, but okay. Lifting of sanctions, right? One interesting thing. Iran will be able to charge tolls through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, typically that is not permitted. That is, I'm pretty sure that's illegal as far as international law is concerned. So instead of calling it a toll, they're calling it a service fee for ships that go through the Strait of Hormuz. It's a toll, right? Even if that toll was reasonable, as far as like, whatever, that is a ridiculous amount of money that Iran now gets. In addition to the sanctions being lifted, in addition to reparations.
To be fair, they have to split it with the Sultanate of Oman.
There you go. That's even more reasonable. That's even more reasonable. Like at that point, you can't even say, well, Iran is unfair. It's like they're fucking over, blah, blah. Nah, Oman's getting the cut because Oman is the one that has the other half. All right. Damn.
They don't even get the whole thing. It even says that in the MOU. It says that they're going to set up an authority, like a Strait of Hormuz, like authority. I forget what they called it, but with Oman. It'll be Oman and Iran, and they'll do it together. That's
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's basically, it's the equivalent of like what is it? Is it called the Port Authority for the Panama Canal? I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Oh, I don't know what they call it for the Panama Canal. That's a good question, though. What number is that?
Panama Canal Authority. That's what it's called.
Panama Canal. Upon the sign, this is bullet point number 5. Upon the signing of this MOU, Iran will make arrangements to using its best efforts for safe passage of commercial vessels with no charge for 60 days only. With no charge for 60 days only. From the Persian Gulf to the Sea of Oman and vice versa, the traffic of commercial vessels will immediately start, and considering the need for removing the technical and military obstacles and demining by the Islamic Republic of Iran will be instated within 30 days. The Islamic Republic of Iran will conduct dialogue with the Sultanate of Oman to define the future administration and maritime services in the Strait of Hormuz, in discussions with other Persian Gulf littoral states in line with applicable international law and sovereign rights of coastal states of the Strait of Hormuz. There you go.
God.
Right there, black and white.
Can you send that to me? Because I'm trying to pull the.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I pulled it off of NPR. There you go. There you go.
Perfect.
Yes.
God. Again, like, this is just like Iran is the winner. Like, Iran just won. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
They won.
There's really no other way to put it. I mean, militarily, like in a conventional war, America is unmatched, right? Like, if we're doing conventional warfare, yeah, America's still number one. We can beat pretty, like, any country on the planet, including China. China would be the most costly. But we can do it in a conventional, like, straight up ground war, or like any kind of like non-nuclear. But Iran figured out a little cheat code. Oh, hey, what is it that America cares the most about? Because it sure as fuck isn't like American principles of like democracy or freedom or individual liberty. Oh no, it's the almighty dollar.
Funny you mention that. Real quick, thank you to Dark City 2004 for the $2 super chat. MAGA down bad. Trump failures are too much for them. Yeah. Also want to say thank you to Fletcher. Thank you to Fletcher, who got a mug and a T-shirt. Fletcher, 50% of those proceeds are going to the Victory Fund. They help support LGBTQ plus candidates for office. You guys still have plenty of time through the end of June if you get a tank top, a mug, or a T-shirt off of Erika's shop. It's number one in my link tree in my bio. It's Erika's shop, and if you get one of those things, then you will be helping support the Victory Fund. Also, guys, if you just want to go to the Victory Fund and support, that's also totally fine. Just as an FYI, that would be victoryfund.org. Nemo, I don't know if you saw this. You probably saw this, but this this is one of the craziest things I think I've ever heard an American president say. I also want to point out that Marco Rubio and Howard Lutnick, I think, wanted to crawl into a fucking hole and die the minute that he said this. Because somebody told him this. And he was never supposed to say this out loud. Ever. And he did.
Run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. You know, there are reserves all over the world, and we would really run out. And there'll be a time when you wouldn't be able to get it. And you want to see Bedlam? Also, we run out of reserves in about 4 weeks. You know, there are reserves all over the world, and we would really run out. And there'll be a time when you wouldn't be able to get it. And you want to see Bedlam? Also, we run.
I love the fucking close-ups on Lutnick and Rubio, man. They are just like...
Yeah. Him saying that, oh God. But again, Iran demonstrated that we have an Achilles heel. Because you can't beat us militarily. You simply can't. But if you happen to have access to something that is an artery for the global economy, that's all you need. Because Iran's military, like, just to really explain this to everyone, Iran's military would have best been categorized as like a regional power. They were not what like in I guess the strategic like study of war, whatever. There's this thing called a near peer, so NEARPEER, a near peer. So a near peer is someone, or well, a country that is close to being equivalent in strength, right? So a peer is a country that is generally, like, all things considered, they would be, you know, same league. The same power level, more or less. And for the longest time, I mean, after the Cold War, America didn't have a peer. We were the superpower, the sole superpower, because the Soviets disappeared. They were the only ones. And things have changed. It's not Russia. I mean, to be clear, I'm not saying Russia rebuilt. Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. It's China. China is the peer. And for a while, they've been like a near peer. They might still be a near peer, just in like military prowess or strength, because they still don't have like a blue water navy. But the point is, Iran was not a peer. It was not a near peer. It was nowhere in that conversation. Iran would at best be a regional power comparable to Saudi Arabia, as far as, you know, its strength is concerned. Didn't have nukes.
No.
Didn't need nukes. It closed a waterway. They closed a waterway and they waited. That's it. That's all they had to do. And I had mentioned this a couple times over the weeks, where I said, Iran, we actually more or less trained Iran to outlast us, because we cut them off from the world economy. We did to them essentially, you know, North Korea style cutoff, because we sanctioned the fuck out of them. And we did this for decades. We literally taught them how to subsist, how to live without that global trade. And yeah, they were still doing global trade, you know, secretly, but still. And so when they just cut off the strait, which was the most obvious, predictable thing that they could have done, that every white paper on this thing, on like a potential conflict with Iran, every white paper said this, that the Strait of Hormuz would be like one of the things that Iran would probably close. And this is years before this shit pops off.
No one would have ever known. We never would have known.
Yeah. Like it's the most obvious thing. The most obvious thing. And so they close the waterway. The rest of the world shits itself, because that is not something that a lot of modern economies are built for. A lot of modern economies, especially like Western economies, they aren't built to be like, oh, hey, you know, rainy day. No. That's how it used to be. Like back in, you know, decades ago, that's how it was. You had to have like a rainy day situation. Mm-hmm. Japan, ironically, had a rainy day kind of setup for, like Toyota, for example, had a rainy day setup when the chip shortage happened. Toyota had a stockpile. They had a rainy day fund. So they weren't really suffering that much. But a lot of American companies don't have rainy day funds because it's got to like that is a thing that takes away from line go up.
Yep.
Because if you're trying to do a rainy day fund, it's like, hey, we're putting shit off to the side. This does not count towards line go up. That becomes like a weight that drags you down. And so American companies, line has to go up no matter what. So rainy day fund, not a thing. When it comes to global trade, a lot of it is just in time. That's what it's referred to, just in time delivery or just in time logistics. So supply chains, it literally is a matter of, hey, if you delay this by like more than a day, shit's bad. I mean, people probably remember when the Ever Given? Is that what the ship was called? That blocked the Suez?
Yeah, I think that's the name of it.
Yeah, it was that cargo ship that got stuck in the Suez for like a few days.
Yeah, it was like and that was a complete fucking disaster.
That just like that was fucking wild, right?
Yeah.
So that's all Iran had to do was just clamp down on an artery. Doesn't really hurt them because they this is a Tuesday to them, right? Their economies, whatever. Their people have, unfortunately, been put through this for decades, and so this is nothing new to them. They know how to wait. Clamp down on artery and just wait. That's all they had to do.
So this is from it's the an Axios interview. So this is Trump and the interviewer.
However, beginning a conflict, you had talked about you only wanted unconditional surrender. And the MOU doesn't look like unconditional surrender.
Well, it really probably is unconditional surrender.
It is?
I think so.
However,
it probably is unconditional surrender. You think so? Yeah.
Also, apparently this was... did you mention Versailles earlier?
Did I mention? No, I mean, I did. I mean, we have talked about the irony, if you will, of this whole thing.
Yeah.
But please.
So these negotiations, this treaty that is being talked about, Iran insisted on it being done in Versailles. That was intentional. Versailles. That might ring a bell for some people. People probably remember Versailles. For anybody that can't quite place where that falls, the Treaty of Versailles. That ended World War I. And it was the most lopsided treaty ever. It fucked Germany over so hard, okay? It literally led to World War II. Like the Treaty of Versailles, World War I, fucked over Germany so hard that World War II happened 20 years later.
Nemo, I can't believe... Oh, I wish you were here. I did early Thursday with Erika, with British Erika, because I couldn't do Friday afternoon. So I did like an earlier Thursday one. We had a guy come up and try to tell us that after we signed the Treaty of Versailles, that America gave Germany money to rebuild, and that was why they were able to do World War II.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So Germany, super fucked over, right? And nobody's loaning them money. So what happens? Hyperinflation, right? The hyperinflation, that's where you'll see pictures of kids playing with Deutschmarks. So they're basically their currency before the euro existed. So German dollars it was so worthless that kids would play with it. They'd play with wheelbarrows of it.
He had never heard of the hyperinflation scenario, though. He didn't know that whole had no fucking idea that hyperinflation happened. He didn't know anything about the whole fucking loan term. Didn't know fucking anything, dude.
God,
it was just like Eric and I were sitting there and we were like, you don't know about you. It was so confidently wrong. It was amazing. It was fucking amazing.
It's infuriating to me. How Jazz, you said Reich marks. The Reich marks came when the Yazis came into power. That's when they renamed it to a Reich mark. I think it was a Deutsch mark prior.
Mark, I think, yeah. Or just marks, I think. And then Nemo, this is the other clip. So Trump says that he hasn't found any limits to his power yet.
What have you learned about not just the exercise of power, but the limits on your power as a result of the conflict?
There are no limits.
No limit.
No, not. I haven't learned that lesson yet. I know there are, but there are no limits.
No limit?
There's no limit. He said, I know that there are, but I haven't learned that lesson yet. Here, listen to what he says one more time, you guys.
What have you learned about not just the exercise of power, but the limits on your power as a result of the conflict?
There are no limits.
No limit.
No, not. I haven't learned that lesson yet. I know there are, but there are no limits.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a limit on your power. Yeah, it's called fucking the global economy. Iran demonstrated to the world what that limit is.
I mean, he literally got up on stage and told everybody what his limit was. It's that we had 4 weeks of oil reserves left.
Yeah. I mean, people probably have heard that, our SPR, the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, that we had hit levels that we had not hit since the 80s. That's how low it was getting. Now, I remember MAGA, again, just moaning, groaning, just going on and on, whinging, just about how Biden was that the SPR was depleted, and oh my God, we don't have any oil, blah blah blah. This is a strategic weakness, and it's because of Biden. I remember hearing it day in and day out about how this was Biden's fault. Biden never got down to those levels. Did Biden tap the SPR? Yes. That's literally what the SPR is for. The SPR, for anybody that's curious, it's literally, think of it like a pressure valve. It's not for the military. That's because that's what red hat fuckwits think, because they see the word strategic and they're like, oh, well, it's because it's military. No, dumbass. It is a pressure valve. It's for when, hey, shit popped off somewhere, hey, a hurricane hit, or it something, earthquake, whatever, and it disrupted supply lines or supply chains for oil. That happens. That shit like that happens. And when shit like that happens, the SPR is a way to try and take the edge off of markets with an oil shock. That's the whole point of it. Example, when Russia went full bore into Ukraine, we sanctioned the shit out of Russia, and that caused oil to shoot up. Oil was already shooting up, to be clear, because of Donald Trump and his terrible deal with OPEC. That was coming into an end. That ended in April of 2022. Russia invaded in February of 2022. So when that happened, those two things combined, and it caused oil to shoot up in price, which meant that gas shot up in price. That's what it was. And the SPR was tapped to try and help with that. Now, people accuse Biden of saying, of using the SPR just to try and lower gas price. Well, that's literally what it's for. That's what it's always been for. But even in that situation, we didn't get down to these levels.
No.
We have been blowing through the SPR. I want to say it was like, I might be fucking up on the number, but it was like 10 million a day, I think, barrels. I think it was like that. I might be, I don't know, but that's how we were just going daily ever since the invasion kicked off, or ever since this war kicked off. We have just been blowing through the SPR. And we're not the only ones, by the way, because other countries have SPRs too. China, for example, has an SPR. China has, I think it was like 6 to 12 months worth of oil stocked up because, hey, rainy day.
Yeah.
They've been burning through that shit. If this was us trying to hurt China, well, we failed miserably. Embarrassingly. Because China's fine.
Of course they are.
And go ahead.
No. What are you going to say? I'm agreeing with you.
So other countries have SPRs, and they've been burning through their SPRs too, because a shit ton of oil is not on the market. 20% of oil not flowing. Like the supply, literally 20% taken away. And you can't just backfill that. There's no way to do that. So countries are burning through their SPRs. Now, what does that mean? Number one, let's pretend that everything is hunky-dory. This treaty goes super smooth. Israel doesn't do Israel shit. Everybody's happy. Cool. Strait of Hormuz opens back up. Everything goes back as far as oil flowing, how it was before the war. Okay. Oil prices do not drop to pre-war levels. So oil prices have been low. That's artificial, by the way, because of the SPR. But they don't drop back down to pre-war levels. Now, some of you might say, well, hold on, that doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't they drop back to pre-war levels? Because, like, the war's over. That's not how economics works. Because the world now realizes, oh, hey, America can't be trusted. They're a fucking loose cannon. And if they do this type of shit somewhere else that happens to be a choke point, then we might be up shit's creek because we've been going without for a while. Oil companies know that they can charge more for oil, and we'll eat that price. And the backlog for demand is ridiculous. So, lots of demand. Supply is basically where it was pre-war. What does that mean? Higher prices. Prices will be elevated. Also, it's going to be even worse because countries have burned through their SPRs. What do they now need to do? Refill their SPRs. Mm-hmm. And they're going to make that a high priority because of this shit. They're going to make it priority number one to say, oh, if America does this again, we got to make sure we got oil. And so they are going to buy shit tons of oil to refill their SPRs. That's high demand, even higher demand. So oil prices ain't going back to pre-war levels. If you think that I'm just kind of speculating and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mr. Global, who is an oil industry expert, he's literally the reason his name, Mr. Global, the global part, that comes from him being recognized worldwide, globally recognized oil expert. He owns his own company in the oil industry.
Yeah, and
He is
Mr. Worldwide was already taken.
Also true. Yes. Yeah, that one was copywritten already. But he's very successful. He's done well for himself. He is on TikTok. He's on YouTube. All that stuff. He's one of those people that I have the utmost respect for. And our politics don't necessarily align. He has some opinions that I disagree with. But I've had one-on-one conversations with him. Like I've talked to him on lives before, one-on-one conversations. The most respect. Like when it comes to someone who's a business owner in the oil industry, like you would think me being, turbo socialist, whatever, that I would have disdain. And I mean, if he was Exxon, if he had the same views as Exxon or Chevron or whatever, I might agree. Yeah. Well, I've talked to him, and the truth is that, hey, he understands the dynamics of employees and how to treat people. He was describing to me how he has his business set up and stuff, and I mean, it was like my wish list for where I want all American companies to be, as far as like what you can realistically get to before doing full socialism. Like he gets it. And as far as his political takes, he is very level-headed. He's not a turbo lib. He's not a leftist. He's not some MAGA whatever. He is very level-headed. He absolutely criticized Biden when Biden was president, whenever Biden fucked up. And he has criticized Trump. And he's not afraid to do it. And he himself, he's also a contributor to Forbes, a senior contributor for oil at Forbes. Him and a guy named Robert Rapier, who is the other, like, globally recognized industry expert with oil. Like, I've also talked to Robert Rapier one time for like an hour, and that's just who he is. Yeah, like, legit oil expert. They have said, well, Mr. Global has said the exact same thing that I'm saying. Oil's not going back to pre-war levels.
He's talking about Mr. Global. Marion, who's here on TikTok, is a recognized oil expert. Real quick, I need to say thank you first to Joel for the $5 super chat, who said, "Praise to Allah and his servant Don Al Trump, who is the great savior of Iran and will bring Islam and all its glory to America. Praise be to Allah." Hilarious. I've been asked, thank you, by the way, to Wesley for the super chat, the $50 super chat, to ban someone in the tube chat, to ban Jelly. Call in, it's now or never. Also, Nemo, I hope you're staying strong and leaning on family now. Much love to you both. Thank you very much, Wesley. Appreciate that. I will. We'll take them out. Mods, you heard it. You got it. Please take care of that, because yeah. By the way, see, we're getting some friends from Manda's Live. Thank you, Manda Raiders. That's very kind of you. Glad you guys are here. Thank you very much for popping in. Thank you, Manda, for the raid. Delightful to have you guys. Hey, if you're not following me, please drop a follow. We do debates mostly Monday to Thursday in the evening and Friday afternoons. I am usually not on Friday and Saturday nights, but I am this weekend. So here we are. So anyways, glad you guys are here. Thank you for popping in. So drop a follow and hang out with us. And if you'd like to support, you can offer additional support via links in our bios. If you're over here, if you're over on the tube, you can do that via links in the description and right down there in the video description. Make sure you're following Nemo also over on the tube, trying to get him up to 1,000 subscribers over there. His link is right down there. All of our socials, all of our pay apps, everything links in our bios, in our link tree. So once again, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Nemo, I had one more thing to play for you. So this was Trump right after they announced the MOU a couple of days ago, talking about Lebanon. Enjoy this, really. Enjoy this, because this when you say that a broken clock is wrong twice a day, I'm pretty sure that this is the type of shit that they mean. Okay? Here we go.
Israel's fighting Hezbollah too long, and too many people are being killed. And you don't have to knock down an apartment house every time you're looking for somebody, because there are a lot of people in those apartment houses, and they're not all Hezbollah, that I can tell you. And I suggested to Israel to let Syria take care of Hezbollah. Because to be honest with you, I think they do a better job of doing it. Israel's fighting Hezbollah too.
Jesus, that is weird. That's some Twilight Zone shit.
I heard that and I was like, that's entirely too fucking reasonable. Also, total aside, dude, he looks and sounds like absolute fucking garbage.
100%. Yeah, he genuinely, he looks bad. There were pictures from that also. Oh, so many things.
If he was my relative, you guys, I would legitimately be pushing for him to like go to the hospital or like be in a facility. I would be like, there's something really wrong. Like, you need to be in the fucking hospital. Like, I know that he has good medical care because of who he is and whatnot, but like, holy fuck. Oh, we got someone in the request. I have no idea who this is. Pootzer? Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? Nope, I guess not. There we go. But like, what the fuck? So bad. You just hear it in his voice. His raspy voice, and his eyes look fucking bugged out. I know the Nemo Nemo's missed. I'm sure Nemo missed the medal. You missed the Medal of Honor ceremony too.
So, I didn't watch the ceremony. I am aware of what happened. Nell, man, yeah, Nell is sometimes my I don't know, stand-in for. I need to preach. So, okay. When I found out about the Medal of Honor thing, okay, I heard what he said. So for anybody that's not aware, so Trump said something to the effect of, I wanted to award myself with it, but I don't even think that I qualified. That's essentially what he said. Now, I'm really trying. Like I try so much to try to just be to try and be objective and try to couch things in, okay, is it my bias that's making me hate this person this much? Is it my bias that it's making me react this way? Because obviously I don't like Trump. There are certain things in this country that are supposed to be sacred, like sacrosanct. Just that reverence is expected and demanded. Inside a courtroom, it used to be that. Like inside a courtroom, especially like jury trial, it used to be that. That was like one of those decorum, you're gonna act a certain way. Even like in a church, again, you're gonna act a certain way. Those things have kind of gone, they've been eroded, you know. In a courtroom, not so much anymore. And churches, not, especially like evangelical churches, holy shit. It has become just a mecca for white trash. And I say that as a white dude who hails from white trash land. But military stuff, military honors, that was one of those things that has stayed. Like it's managed to resist any of that erosion. And then Donald Trump comes along. Now, again, being critical of our military's actions, that's totally different from being or from treating veterans with a certain level of respect. So Trump comes along, attacks John McCain. Now, if he attacked his policy or his time in the Senate, that's totally fine. That's fair game, right? Because that has nothing to do with his service, his military service. It's totally fine. He attacks his military service. Not just his military service, the thing that John McCain is known for with his military service.
The fact he was a
which
POW.
Is that he was a prisoner of war at the Hanoi Hilton in Viet fucking Nam. He was tortured daily with his unit. Daily. To the point that when he got back, and there are pictures, he's on crutches, and until the day he died, could not lift his hands or his arms above his shoulders. He couldn't do it. That, like, people might remember John McCain kind of having like a odd posture, kind of odd walk. That's because of how fucked up his body was from being tortured. Some of it was him old, but also, like, a lot of it was him being tortured daily in the Hanoi Hilton. And he could have gotten out. He could have actually gotten out, been freed early. Because John McCain's dad, also named John McCain, was an influential person. There's a, I can't remember, I don't know what the ship is technically, but there's a ship named after John McCain's dad. It's the USS John McCain. He was an admiral. There we go. USS John McCain. It has a whole fucking boat named after him. Very influential at the time. So he could have absolutely pulled some strings and gotten freed. And he didn't. They gave him the option. I don't know if it would technically be Viet Cong, but the Vietnamese who were doing it, that had him in prison, they gave him the option. They said, we'll let you go, because we know who your dad is. We'll let you go. But his unit, no. And so he said, fuck you. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going until you free all of us. He would not go first. So he stayed. And they continued to torture him. He could have gotten the fuck out because of Daddy. And he didn't. When he got back, this guy, he has medals for days. I looked up his medals. There's issues where, for whatever reason, like the places that I've looked, even the John McCain like library or whatever, for whatever reason, they don't list all of his medals. Because like obviously he was injured, so he has Purple Hearts.
Yeah.
He has multiple Purple Hearts. So hold on.
While Nemo is doing that real quick, I just want to say thank you to Secret Squirrel, who said, enjoy your main downtime. Change of scenery is almost always beneficial. Yeah, guys, so kind of moving forward after this coming week, I will be at home. Basically, I'm spend half my week here, half my week back at home. So spending time with my extended family for the rest of the summer. So you'll see me here for part of the time and back at home for part of the time. So there you go.
Yeah, so like if you look up John McCain, like his medals, there's, for whatever reason, it won't list all of them in one spot. Even like his library thing. So, all right. This is like what I've found. So, you got a Silver Star. Silver Star, that's like the highest medal that you can get outside of the Medal of Honor. I'm pretty sure it's Silver Star is number 2. So he got a Silver Star, awarded for resisting extreme mental and physical cruelties during his captivity in Vietnam. Got a Legion of Merit, 2. One of them with a combat V. What's interesting, and I learned this very recently, Pete Hegseth has 2 Bronze Stars. You might think, oh, fuck, all right. There's a V. That determines a lot of things. If there's a V, that is for valor, right? Meaning combat. If it doesn't have the V, then it's for performance. Pete Hegseth's Bronze Stars don't have the V's, so it's for performance. He hit his metrics.
Of course not.
John McCain, 2 Legions of Merit, 1 with a combat V for meritorious service in Vietnam and later legislative liaison work. Distinguished Flying Cross for a mission that he did in 1967. Bronze Star, 3 Bronze Stars, 1 with a combat V for actions in 1968, 1970, and 1969 through 1973. Meritorious Service Medal, Air Medal, Navy Commendation Medal, 2 of them, including 1 for declining early release as a prisoner of war until others with longer captive times were freed. Presidential Medal of Freedom. Now that is a civilian award. And a Liberty Medal, also a civilian award. Okay. He also has a Purple Heart with 1 Gold Star. Now, what does a Purple Heart with a Gold Star mean? It means that he's basically has 2 Purple Hearts. That's what it means. So 2 instances. There's also like, you can look up Purple Heart with Cluster if you want to understand that. So anyway, that's John McCain. Now, again, if you want to criticize the man's politics, if you want to criticize his time in the Senate, go for it. Because I fundamentally disagreed with John McCain on his politics. Fully disagreed. When it comes to his military service, don't fucking touch that. But Donald Trump came along And he's like, all right, cool. We're going to tarnish the last thing that this country has as far as decorum, as far as something holy in this country. I'm going to make fun of the man's service. I don't like people who get captured. I like people who don't get captured. Made fun of John McCain and his service. And so all of his automatons repeated this. The motherfuckers who were like the party of the troops, the party of the vets, making fun of a fucking veteran. An exceptional veteran. And just making fun of his service. Like, again, you want to make fun of a veteran, all right, but if you make fun of their service, like, fuck you, dude. Really? Really? Especially this. Like, fuck. So that's what Donald Trump did. And then Donald Trump took it even further. Donald Trump desecrated Arlington, like fucking Arlington National Cemetery. Decided that he went there, his people were there, and they fucked with the people who are, their job is to manage Arlington National. Mess with them. The accusation was that that his people shoved the person who was working there at the time, because they were not allowed to do something at Arlington National Cemetery. I think it was like film a clip or take a picture or something like that.
It's a woman, by the way, too.
Yes.
FYI.
Just to add some more bullshit onto that.
Just to, really, really make it even that much worse. Neo, have you been to Arlington National Cemetery?
I've not been to Arlington. I was at a national cemetery earlier this week. Or yeah. There was a different one.
Sure. Absolutely. Well, same, obviously same sort of a thing, but I want to point out to anyone who has never been specifically to Arlington, it is a very, very solemn place. Very respectful, very solemn. I cannot impress upon you enough how heavy of a place Arlington National Cemetery is. Okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care how you feel about our military or different things. We all have our thoughts and our idea, whatever. I'm telling you, if you go there, I think that you will feel things, and I think that you will want to be reverent there. If you go and watch and you go and sit at the tomb of the unknown soldier, everyone is just dead silent. Everyone's quiet. You could hear a pin drop. I remember going there, not for the first time when I was 15 years old, but I went there on a group trip with my Boy Scout troop. We took a big trip up to DC, and we did a whole bunch of stuff. But one of the things we did was Arlington. We actually had a Boy Scout troop from England, who came in. They came in and they traveled with us, and it was actually a lot of fun. We did some stuff together. But anyways, neither here nor there. But we went to Arlington, and I remember the leaders of the group, impressing upon all the teenage guys, impressing upon them, and basically sitting there saying, like, "Hey, oh, look at that, Nemo, where's Dory? Oh, ouch, we've never heard that one before, Johnny."
Got him.
They got him. But I remember the leaders expressing to all of us teenagers and being like, there's no fucking around here. There's no fuckery here. Period. The end. If any of you do anything, you're done. You're done. Like, you're out. You're done. Like, you will, like, we will sit your ass on the bus the rest of the day, or you'll go home. Like, it was just kind of like, that's it. That is how solemn and respectful and reverent Arlington National Cemetery is. You do not disrespect those people. And he's just done nothing but shit all over them. And I will never understand, till the day I die, I will never understand how veterans can support him. I'll never understand how anybody who cares about our military, or purports to care about our military, purports to care about our troops, purports to care about our veterans, could ever support him, because of the way that we watch him act towards our active duty soldiers, towards our veterans, and towards the people that are dead and buried, like, who gave their lives for our country. I'll never understand it. It really is disgusting.
Yeah. I was at one of the ones in Tennessee. I don't want to be too specific, but I was at one of the national cemeteries in Tennessee. And it is, Arlington by far is the most prestigious, but it looks the same. And the rules are the same. We, like, the funeral home people that were doing everything with my dad, like, one, they were amazing, but they said, we can't pick a time. They tell us, and you have to be there at that time. And it has to go like clockwork. This is very strict, like, it's military stuff. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. Honor guards there. Yeah. I got to see all that up close. And yeah, it is. I mean, like, I know people have been to graveyards before, so, graveyards tend to be very quiet. This was another level. This was another level of just silence.
There's nothing like it. For anyone who doesn't understand what Nemo, I mean, it just, if you haven't been to a cemetery like that, or if you haven't witnessed a military burial like that, or again, it's very, because I know exactly what you're talking about, because I had a friend who was buried at Arlington, actually, a number of years ago, and it was the same thing. It was just like, you will be here at this exact time. There will be people to escort you to here's the map to the plot, and of course it's so big, in the whole thing, the same thing. You'll never experience anything like that. You'll never experience anything like that at a regular cemetery. And regular cemeteries are already, like you said, very reverent and quiet, and generally people are respectful. It's a whole other level.
Yeah. When I was driving by it, like, obviously Nell was in the car, and I just said, I don't know, like, we were driving by it, because, yeah, so we were driving by, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, look at the headstones. Like, there's just so many. There's so many. And Arlington, and that was just, that was one in Tennessee. Arlington is so much bigger. And, oh, God.
Nemo, do you think that most people know what Arlington National Cemetery, what it used to be?
I guarantee most people don't know. And it somehow, it makes it even more powerful in there's definitely like a pettiness to it, but also it makes it just so much crazy. Just, oh man. So once upon a time, there was this thing called the Civil War. And the Civil War involved the North and the South, right? North were the good guys, South were the bad guys. Now, Arlington is in Virginia. Virginia split and went to the South. Fun fact, West Virginia exists because of that. Because West Virginia was a handful of counties in the western part of Virginia, and they didn't want to go with the South. So they drew state lines, boom, West Virginia now exists, which is funny because fast forward to now, and you would think it's the opposite. Now, there was a certain someone who fought for the Confederacy who was a Virginian, and he was loyal to his state. That's how it's spun, right? Loyal to his state, but apparently not loyal to his country, right? So he was a certain general in the Confederacy that a lot of people have heard of. His name is Robert E. Lee. Robert E. Lee, he was basically the top general, the military mastermind for the Confederates. He had a plantation in Virginia. And after the war, that plantation was turned into Arlington National Cemetery.
It's honestly just one of my favorite stories, dude. It just really, like, is one of my all-time favorite stories.
The idea was that, you know, Robert E. Lee didn't really get punished after the Civil War. And if there was something to really drive home what he did, it would be for him to have to see. Because Arlington was used to bury Union dead. And so that was the idea, was you're going to see it. And your wife is going to see it because his wife outlived him. Y'all are both going to see it. And that was the idea.
Yeah. I love it.
And correct me if I'm wrong on this, because I know that there's some ambiguity around this comment, but apparently Donald Trump, while driving by Arlington National Cemetery, this is while he's president, said to someone who was in the car with him, why? Like, why? Why would they fight for their, why would they die? It's a bunch of suckers. Bunch of suckers and losers.
Number of people corroborated that quote, by the way. Number of people.
What's in it for them? Thank you, Neely. That's what he said.
Yeah, what's in it?
What's in it for them? I don't know about y'all, man. Again, if you want to sit here and criticize American foreign policy, I'll be right there with you. I will. I'll criticize American foreign policy all fucking day. Because I think that we have done terrible things. And we're still doing terrible things. What I won't do is say that people who gave the ultimate sacrifice, who were buried there, or, you know, not even people that gave the ultimate sacrifice, just people who were buried at Arlington because of their service. I'm not going to call them a sucker and a loser for their service. I'm not going to do that. Especially while driving by the fucking graveyard. I'm not going to do that. Because, I don't know, clearly I was raised different. Clearly I was raised to think, well, they're doing something that you will not do. They did something that you will not do. Like, you could not pay me enough to go into the fucking military. You could not. Recruiters loved me because in high school I buzzed my head and like I literally had the jar head cut, and they loved me. I scored high on the fucking ASVAB. Like, oh man, they loved me. But you could not pay me enough. Like the stories that my dad told me about whenever he was in the Army, because he was drafted in the Army in Vietnam. He never went over, but he was in the Army during Vietnam. And he told me stories of like boot and like that whole, like the whole thing. You couldn't pay me enough. And guess what? The military pays shit. Even with the bennies, even with the benefits. Even with the benefits. The pay is shit. The hours are shit. It's pretty shit. People that do it because they have to, or because they're called to. They either do it out of desperation, or they do it out of a calling for it. And I'm not going to call those people suckers and losers. I'm just not. But that's Donald Trump. He, again, more desecration of one of those precious few things that most Americans, like the overwhelming majority of Americans, would say that, don't touch that. We don't touch that. Say what you want, believe what you want, but don't. That's one of those things. Don't touch that. And that's him. Did it with Arlington multiple times. And I know that we got off on an insane tangent of me preaching back to the Medal of Honor thing. Donald Trump saying that he thought that he should get a Medal of Honor, but even he didn't qualify. The Medal of Honor is a military medal. Civilians can't get the Medal of Honor. They can get a Medal of Freedom. They can't get a Medal of Honor. And even if he was in the military, the people who get the Medal of Honor have done, I don't really have the words for what they've done, because like heroic doesn't really capture it. Legendary still doesn't really capture it. It's like, you know how in Captain America, like the stuff that he did in the Captain America movie, like whenever he was in the military, it's that kind of stuff. Just genuinely superhero type shit. Most of the time, the Medal of Honor is given posthumously. It's given to people who have given all of it. So they can't even receive it. So it's a posthumous medal. Most of the time, every now and then you will get people who are still alive receiving it. And it's because they have done otherworldly levels of courageous stuff. There's actually there's a TV series, or like it's sort of a TV series on, I think it's Netflix, and I think it's called Medal of Honor, or something close to that. It basically goes through every episode. It goes through like a certain person who got one, and it documents what they did. And like every episode is that. If you think that I'm like, I don't know, I'm exaggerating, I'm being hyperbolic with this stuff, just I don't know, try and find an episode of that. Whether you do it because you have a Netflix subscription or by other means, yo ho. Whatever it is, go watch at least one episode just to get a sense of just how ridiculous the requirements are when it comes to a Medal of Honor. That is the highest honor in the military. There's no medal that is above it. You get like lifelong stuff with it too. Donald Trump, saying that, and people, his automatons, his little troglodyte cucks will say, oh, well, he was just, trying to joke. My understanding is that room was full of military. It was full of like brass. That's my understanding. So it's full of people this is literally their job. And you're just kind of making a joke about that. Also, this ceremony, again, this is one of those reverent things. This is one of those, hey, priority. Showed up an hour late. He showed up an hour late to a ceremony to give a Medal of Honor, to award a Medal of Honor. Like, the person that's getting that medal has done truly indescribable feats of humanity. And you, in all your audacity, in all of your narcissistic, holier than thou, I'm so much better than everyone else. And you're just egotism. You show up an hour late to that. It got under my skin. It genuinely got, especially given this week, but it got under my skin. And like, I was ranting at Nell for like a solid 30 minutes. Because, oh God, and to your point, it's like, how the fuck can a veteran get behind this fucker? How the fuck?
I want to probably gonna wrap up soonish here. He's been on for about 3 hours. But I'm glad we were able to be on. Real quick, I wanted to point something out, Nemo, because this is a fun fact. I knew I remembered something like this from history class, and I couldn't quite remember what the story was. I had to look it up. So the federal government being what it is, they had to figure out a legal way to take the Lee estate. By the way, some people are saying you should check your apps, by the way. So the federal government had to, legally still take the estate. So what they did was, in 1862, Congress passed a law that empowered county commissioners to assess and collect taxes on real estate in, quote, insurrectionary districts. Now, the statute was supposed to raise taxes, right? So it would make the federal government more money to help support the war, but also it was going to punish people who were insurrectionists. Those people. So, if taxes weren't paid in person, then the county commissioners would be authorized to sell off their property or their house or their whatever it may be, right? So the reason it was in person, and the reason why they had that, was because so you couldn't be somebody who went off to fight for the Confederacy and then you got someone else to like take care of your shit. That was the whole point, was that you were going to get punished if you were off fighting for the Confederates. Anyways, that same year in Arlington, they issued a tax of $92.07 on the Lee estate. But Mary Lee, who is Robert E. Lee's wife, was stuck in Richmond. She's in Richmond, Virginia, which, if any of you guys know, which if you could drive it, it's 2.5 hours away. But, like, this is in the middle of the fucking Civil War. So what she did was she tried to send her cousin to go and pay the bill. So he went to the county commissioner in Alexandria, Virginia, who said, nope, it's got to be Mary or Robert because they're the people who own the property. And by law, we have to accept it from the people who own the property. And because it wasn't her or Robert E. Lee appearing to pay the tax themselves, they said, well, the property's in default, and they put it up for sale. And guess who bought the property at sale at auction? The federal government. Isn't that funny? I love that. I just fucking love that story because they didn't just go in there with fucking troops and go, this is art. There was like, that's such a fucking bureaucratic way to go about doing it. It's just so fucking funny to me. That part gets me every time.
Yeah. And that's kind of like, I guess, the petty part where it's like, no, you gotta show up in person.
Yeah, you have to. They're like, we know what's up.
Gotta submit this shit with triplicate.
Yeah, right. Nemo, before we wrap up, do you have any other thank yous to do? Because I have a couple, but do you have any?
Yeah, I've got a few. Let's see. Anna. Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that, Anna. Slava Ukraine. Thank you very much for that. Kristen, thank you for the Venmo. You wanted to leave with a quote. Thank you for that. And Logic Al, thank you for that.
Let's see here. Over on the tube, want to say thank you to Wesley again. It says at basic training they handed us a book. In the back of the book was the story of each Medal of Honor recipient. Most of them died doing the thing. Yeah. Wesley says, also tell the chat to look up Audie Murphy. Wasn't that name, isn't that like a very highly decorated vet in World War II? If I recall correctly, very highly decorated. I'll have to look them up. But if I recall, it related to the Medal of Honor, I think.
Yeah. Audie Murphy was celebrated American soldier, actor, and author who fought in World War II.
And thank you to Godzilla, God King, for the Fight of the Super Chat, who just says, I like the way Nemo says fucker. We all do. Agreed. That's all I've got on my end, friend. Are you good over there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm caught up. Thank you. Those three, that was very sweet in quick succession like that. Thank you all for that. So Audie Murphy also, I guess I missed the important part with him. He's widely celebrated as the most decorated American combat soldier of World War II, and has been described as the most highly decorated enlisted soldier in U.S. history. He got a Medal of Honor for valor, demonstrated at age 19 for single-handedly holding off a company of German soldiers for an hour at Colmar Pocket in France in January of 1945 before leading a successful counterattack while wounded. Jesus.
Holy fuck.
Like, that's the standard. A 19-year-old holds off a company, what is that? Company size 250-ish soldiers. Held off 200 something Germans, World War II, by himself, and then did a counterattack and he was wounded. So that is an example of like the Medal of Honor standard.
That's ridiculous. One more last thing on my end. Thank you to Anna, who just got their T-shirt, their Mad Matt T-shirt. Thank you, Anna. 50% proceeds going to the Victory Fund in Charlie Kirk's name at the end of June. It's going to be awesome. Very exciting. Thank you guys for hanging out on a Saturday night, a little Saturday night special. This is fun. I don't think you guys are going to see me tomorrow, but back on Monday night like normal, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Obviously, please make sure that you're following both of our accounts here on TikTok. Please make sure that you're subscribed over on the tube, not just to me, but to Nemo. His link is right down there in the description. We do appreciate all of the additional support you guys have offered. You guys are very generous. You continue to do so via links in our bios or links down in the description. Make sure you're on Nemo's Discord. Links in the bios there. Yeah.
Real quick, I wanted to read off what Kick-Ats in the chat that they had sent me.
Of course.
They had sent me a quote, and like I was getting choked up while I was reading it, so I couldn't read it. So the quote is what we have once enjoyed, we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us.
That's a good quote. I like that. I like that quote. That's very apropos. That's really nice. Okay, you're not gonna get me emotional too. I'm gonna.
Yeah, that was a good one. I wanted to read it off. Helen Keller said that.
What would she know? She couldn't see or hear.
Right.
The fuck? Like that bitch knew shit.
Helen Keller. I've never heard of her.
Heyo.
Dun dun dun. Oh, I just got another one. Pamela, thank you for the Venmo. You said, my husband was Vietnam vet as well. Your family will get certificates from the military, and it's going to have Trump's signature on it. My husband couldn't stand Trump, and I had no idea they were coming in the mail. Thanks for your father's service. Well, just another reason to hate that rat bastard.
So many. Well, I see. We gotta send all these people off somewhere. I see our friend Joey is live. Bill is live. I don't know. Do you have any preferences? I don't. If you're gonna be on and around, I don't know. Should we go to Joey?
Yes. Let's rate Joey. Let's do it.
Cool. Put Joey's at right down here. Guys, will you please make sure please make sure that you've got not just Nemo's main account here, but his many multiple backup accounts. And also it's really good if you're on in the Discord server, because that way you're going to get announcements when he goes live, because he pops up in a lot more panels and a lot more random places than I do. I mean, I pop up here and there, but if you want to make sure that you're catching our bud here all over the place, I really do strongly recommend it. So can we do that? do the follows. Join up in the Discord. You'll catch Nemo most likely before you catch me back on Monday night, but we're looking forward to it, and it's going to be great. So we'll see you guys then, and good to see you back, man. Good to see you back, okay?